When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Tigers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sanders. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's talk for a second about Illinois. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this game, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Fires downfield. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Corrals it at the 45. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Missouri's offense will go to work for the first time today. And Jesse, if there's an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point. There is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense. Because of that,
turning on the Jets. Wide open spaces. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. That throw and catch gets him down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Up to 45 yards rushing already. What a way to start this new season. The Tigers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. On the ground, it's Valentine. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Going to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On defense, when they line up with numbers and they line up on your side, you're ready. It's coming right here. And then all of a sudden they mix in counters and they pull 1 or 2 guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense keeping the defense on.
After giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes a grab past the marker. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends...
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Tigers! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Allen. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And in an effort to keep them off balance and not be predictable in their play calling, instead, you could argue they got too cute there.
I think so, Reese. The offensive line has got to do a better job giving their QB some time, and the quarterback's just got to play faster. There's got to be a sense of urgency on offense. 3rd and inches. No defense might blitz. There's a home run opportunity throwing it downfield, but they couldn't get it executed, and now they suffer a negative play.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
They'll give it to the back. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. He's now up to 66 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Under fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no way.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Takes a handoff. It's Baxter. It's a running room. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Bringing the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou.
Well, going for it and getting it on fourth down, close to midfield, I think just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. Maybe take a shot and see if they can really seize and capitalize on all this good mojo now going their way.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Tigers have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Catch in the middle. It's Terry. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on second and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Good timing on the quick out.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Terry. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it in at the 40. Just a wall of defense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
Here we go.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Man, these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. You could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
After that last completion, it's second down. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. They had a fantastic offseason, #1 recruiting class in the country, but with that comes a little pressure. So how much pressure is on this class?
Lots of pressure, no question about it, but I think we're in an era of college football where you're seeing more and more true freshmen see the field early and have impacts early. and make plays. Think about Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State during their national championship season. These kids are ready to go, and I'll tell you, there's a lot of fans, David, really excited to see what they can do.
Pressure is a privilege. Like, when you get elite talent, that's what you're starting to do. Hey, bring them in, develop them, understand, like, that's part of the process that goes on.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Wants to throw. It's Barnett. That's reeled in. It's Manning. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Manning. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to buy time. Firing to the right, complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Here we go.
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a first and goal? To the air, it's Barnett. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires and picked off. And they make the play to stop. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. Now from the 40, it's first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throwing right. He's got an open man. Quick step and go. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Floats it out in space. And they swarm him under.
guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Way to move the sticks here on third down. To the air, it's Barnett. Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Dead center perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was... They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the move, it's Baxter. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Makes it past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They're going to ride this running back. It's a seam wide open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground, and they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on fourth down. They'll go for the hat trick. Now the play fake. Converts on fourth down. Still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
They're going back to the ground. Fighting off the defender. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Oh, a lot of space. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. To throw, it's Barnett. Lets it fly deep downfield. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. He slides that just inside the right upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Using his feet. There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the 4th quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
He lets it fly. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. They want to run this quarterback. Find some fresh air. Gets it past the marker. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. The give as they work on that clock. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They feed him again. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That pass not close as he got twirled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it just. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, running back on the move. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. 1st down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. He's loose. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback keeps it. And toward the end zone, and they knock it loose. Defense trying to take it back. Great job. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.